Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. Folks, we finished our last race in amazing fashion, and that allowed us to go ahead and upgrade the car. We have fully upgraded the exhaust and the engine. We only have one upgrade left actually in the car, and that is the final suspension upgrade where all the parts are lighter, and it does make a big difference in the end. But I wanted to upgrade the engine in the car completely because we have Talladega right now. So I wanted to come out with the most possible power. We've got the full aero package, should be able to draft. And like I said, the only thing we don't have is the very final suspension upgrade, which just lightens up the car a little bit. So, having said all that, to get out on the speedway, we're just going to make sure we have everything fine-tuned. And as always, I will see you right before qualifying. Well, we are faster than Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart, Steve Park, and Mike Henson without the draft. That's interesting. Let's get out here and see how well we can do. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap. I don't feel super confident about it because we weren't going as fast as we were after 2 laps, so that part sucks. Hopefully we can hit around 197 down the backstretch, maybe 198. All right, get that 198. Oh, just barely, but we got it, so that's good. And I wasn't smooth there, so we scrubbed it off just a bit, but we should start picking up speed before we get off the corner again. There we go. Holding it pretty tight inside. And say 49 something. All right, 49.554, pretty great from what we saw so far. But that's not to say that those cars are super speedway cars that we saw already, so we'll see. Oh, folks, we got ourselves a pole. Talladega fully upgraded car. Here's the problem. Getting up to speed, that part's a concern, but hopefully it goes well. Anyway, I don't know how many laps are in this one, but I can only assume it's going to be a lot. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get out there and let's win our first race. How about that? That would be incredible in our rookie season.
I'm Alan Bestwick. Welcome to the world's fastest speedway, Talladega Super Speedway in Alabama. Talladega is the biggest, fastest, and most competitive motorsports facility in the world. Speed says it all about this place. This record-breaking 2 2/3 mile tri-oval keeps drivers glued to earth by virtue of 33-degree banking. Freight trains of stock cars in the draft literally caused the earth to rumble in Alabama.
That would be kind of cool to experience. Actually have the ground shake when a group of cars go past. All right.
Set. The race is going
27 in the tank.
green flags are high.
We're going to lose first place right away because we don't have the initial get up and go, do we?
Car high.
Stewart, don't ruin my day in corner 1, in turn 1, dude. We're going so slow that it's being a pain in the neck. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're picking up speed. We got Dale Jarrett, the drafting partner.
Still there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't wreck my bumper.
Car
Don't.
low.
This sucks.
Car
We
low.
get up to speed, but we're not as quick as the rest of them. So here we are in the middle of 3. We're the meats, as I've heard said before. Oh, grabbed a little bit hard there. That's going to put a little bit of damage on the front end. Hopefully nothing of consequence.
Car low. Clear low.
I hate that. All right. 94 lap race. That's pretty incredible. Here we go into the corner at 98 miles an hour on the front stretch. That's pretty nice. We're gonna get these positions back. We just had to get up to speed. We don't have we have a heavier car. I guess that's the only thing I could say against these AAA cars is that our car is heavier than theirs. So getting up to speed takes longer. Yes, that's the reason. See if I could just, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, Jarrett? Oh, I figured we had such an amount of speed going in there that we were going to pass him, but we'll pass him here maybe, yeah.
Still there.
Little to the inside, little side-by-side action, little in the lead. And that's pretty cool.
Clear high.
We've led laps in this season before, but we've only led them by basically virtue of other cars pitting or cars being laps down. As we did in the last race, I think we led 12 laps at Kansas. But to be able to be out here right now and do this is pretty awesome. I just need to keep my head on straight. Not make any mistakes, and not make mistakes on pit road either. We also will be competing with lap traffic within a few laps, I'm sure. When I was in practice, I mean, we were passing cars that were going down the front stretch like they were stopped. It was insane. So, got a little bit of gap on Gordon there. That's kind of nice. Can maybe relax a little bit. Work on just hitting our marks here. When I was a kid playing games like this, I mean, Talladega was always my favorite because you didn't have to do anything but have your foot on the pedal and turn. Of course, now as a grown man, I love every track but Dega as far as driving it goes, just because it's, you know, in a game like this where drafting wasn't I mean, it works when I'm doing it, but it doesn't seem to work for them. You just kind of feel like, oh, this is boring. Now we're in an endurance race at 94 total laps. Is it 94? Yeah, 94 total laps. And, you know, that just kind of makes for a long race. We've got 3 stops, and that's without cautions. So, also, the draft must be working because Gordon is gaining on us. Gaining on us through 1 and 2 there. Try to kind of get up into his draft, even though, I mean, the draft thing goes up a little bit. But yeah, he's got Dale Jarrett in tow. And Robbie Gordon looks like he's coming up on the inside as well. So, we always have this happen where they get their bursts of speed. It's more obnoxious to me if they have a burst of speed at Talladega than it is, say, that they overdrive the car at a place like Kansas, for instance, our most recent race. You'd see them get fast for a while, but then the fall off was pretty big. And that made sense to me because, hey, you can overdrive the car there. Here, what are you doing? You're simply holding down the gas and going around. You know, it's not... How is Robbie Gordon doing what he's doing against Jeff Gordon right now, for instance, and gaining on us? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but if he somehow were to get in front and pass us, we'll get his draft and we'll pass him right back. We want this win. This is probably our best chance this season to get a win is at a track like this, so sheer speed. And, yeah, I guess we'll have to see, but long laps. We've got 21 left in the tank. Not much going on right now, so I'm just going to kind of chill out. We'll come back with probably 5 left in the tank and talk about anything that's occurred, like if we lose a position or something. Otherwise, we'll see you, yeah, with about 5 left before we pit. Unless there's a caution, which you know, we'll be talking about that as well. Caution flies so early in the race that we won't even... Oh, these cautions are going to take forever. We're obviously not going to pit. No reason to. So we'll just bring this bad boy around. Unfortunately for McCabe, and looks like Mac and some others are going to be put down a lap. So here we go.
Cars out.
Just going to, you know, hopefully get some safe driving through some of these other cars. Find out what happened as soon as we have that screen come up, and we're not going to waste your time. We'll let you know when the race restarts what happened, and we're staying out. There's no reason to pit, as I said already. In fact, When we come back, I'll let you know what happened, but then we're going right to a speed up because I'd like to get back down, like I said, to that 5 laps left in the stint. So it was Bobby Hamilton who had trouble or whatever.
Stay high. Still there.
This is the worst part. You're going to smash into my back end, aren't you?
All clear.
Oh, you didn't.
Car high. Car low.
I don't know
Car
why the car is just like super tight all of a sudden.
Car low.
Holy
Clear
crap, that could have been horrible. I don't know what's going on with the car. It feels like almost unresponsive at times. I don't like that, but seems like we're getting it back now, at least the
Stay
speed
high.
back.
Still there. Clear low.
Yeah, something isn't right here. The car is not acting right at all of a sudden. That's what I love to feel. All right. Well, as usual, we're just gonna figure it out. We'll be back. Okay, well, sorry about that. 4 to go now. I was so into just racing against Ward, and then kind of got him caught behind some lap traffic, and he got caught at least twice now, which is nice for us, I guess. This is going to be bad for us. Nope, we ended up handling it.
Still there. Clear low.
So he is faster than us, I guess. But with the draft, we could, if we were doing something where it's coming off a 3 and 4, we could draft and pull the inside and pass him, look like right around the line. So I may have to pull out a little bit earlier than I had when I was testing it out, but that's what I was doing with him, why he was going in front of us, why I didn't just keep kind of staying in front of him earlier. I was seeing what it would take if we did have him in front of us. I was seeing what we could do to get around him. We can do some good things.
Clear high.
Is it Avi? Somehow we are either spending more gas or we've saved some gas here.
You're all clear.
Maybe it's, I don't know if it would be through the draft or if it would be we actually do save some gas on the caution laps, because we're not, that should be at the line. That should have changed, and we changed after the second corner. So that's interesting.
Clear low.
We'll be pitting, I would like to say next time around, because we wouldn't make it another time after that. So we'll pit the next time around. This is to me where it gets, well, there goes Burton right now. It's too late for us. Good news is that obviously on Talladega, you're not scrubbing off speed or anything. So hopefully we'll be able to do this and get back on the track and find some drafting partners early in the run. But first things first, we're going to have to pit. And I don't know how many of these cars are going to be pitting at the same time as us now, but could be bad, could be okay. We'll find out. I'd like to get a big enough lead on these two so that if they do pit,
Clear low.
that we're able to get in and not have to worry about it. Gonna come off the gas as soon as we're done with the corners. And start to pump the brakes a little bit more, little too much. That's not good. We were gonna completely blow it, and now we're in trouble because now we're gonna run out of gas. But we couldn't. We didn't slow down. I don't know what else to say to that. We just did not slow down, but that screwed everything up. That screwed everything up for us. Oh my goodness, no it did not. Holy crap, the caution comes out. We're gonna lose. It's gonna say 0 in just a second here, but we can't pit. We're also not chugging at all, so interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we're going to obviously pit with the caution, and I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Come off the gas, no reason to be even, because we're not passing. I don't care about passing anyone right now. All those cars just got caught a lap down, and we were about to be that car. We just got extremely lucky. Holy crap. Also, when I do pit at some point, I will need, while driving live, I will need to come off and slow down earlier. Didn't think that. Didn't test it. I kid you not, Bobby Hamilton was the damaged car again.
Green flag.
We will be doing this from the outside. Steve Park can stay on the inside of me. Just trying not to, you know, die to death.
Still there.
If this game did Talladega like other games with the drafting, we would just stayed in there, but because it doesn't, we're just staying on the outside away from all of these crazies. Although there is a third lane open right now, so that's not great. Or a third lane, you know, there's a third lane here.
Still there.
Unfrickin' believable. All right. As a driver, there's no reason for him to even come up at all, much less do that. So that was great. There's absolutely no reason for him to drift up the track into me like that.
Clear low.
It's apparently not affecting my driving, so that part is good.
Clear low.
And Ward Burton, 1.1 seconds in front of us, because on this track, when you pit, you don't lose a lap. So I wasn't, there was a number of cars that did lose a lap, I think, but not the cars that pit the lap before. Must have been the cars that had just were pitting when the caution came out. Maybe they lost. Actually, I don't even know if they lost a lap, to be honest with you. I don't know. Bobby Hamilton, two-time caution causing car, is, you know, out there in the front trying to get back on the lead lap, or stay on the lead lap, as he would be right now on the tail end of it, being in front of Burton. However, we're going to pass Burton right now, and we're going to pass Hamilton, so he can go ahead and go down a lap.
Still there. All clear.
I don't know who these two are up here that are just, is that Dave Blaney and probably, oh shoot, Rusty Wallace, probably. I hate that we got a ding on the front of the car. I know it doesn't affect us, but that was just stupid. It affects our bottom end, the money. Yeah, with Ward staying back there or being caught up behind those cars, they all are slower than me, and he was the only one really that was putting in any kind of competition with us, so that's kind of awesome. I'm hoping to catch these two, pass them. I'm really hoping that there is another caution, although The caution actually saved us. And what's going to have to happen in the future is we're going to pull off like right there and just get on the brakes right away. I mean, I was hard on the brakes, but you of course have to pump them because I didn't want to. I wasn't trying to spin the car out going into pit road, so that sucked. But again, saved by the caution. That was a huge deal for us. I should be thanking Bobby Hamilton for bringing out the second caution. Not the first one he brought out, though. That was kind of dumb. Dumb and annoying. Dale Jarrett's back there. He's the one making moves right now. He's not slow, I know that, but I'm still pretty sure that we're faster than him at the end of the day. I guess we'll find out if he's the one that's going to have the super speed as we race around this track a few more times. He's definitely gaining on us, but I think he's in Wallace's draft right now. We'll keep an eye on it. What do we got in the tank? 20? All right. 58 left in the race, which means we still have 2 stops to go. And we knew that. We knew we would. There were 3 stops we were going to have to make in this race. We made one under caution there. Do I think we could have pulled it off if we had pit earlier? No, because we wouldn't have pit. Well, I think we would have been in the same spot because we pit under caution this last time. So it doesn't really matter what would have happened because we would have had probably 8 or something laps left in our tank and we would have pit. But it's a long race. Honestly, we're almost at an hour recording already. And it's just kind of, when you're out here like this, it's kind of boring. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up. Got 19 to go. We'll come back with 3 or 4 to go like we did last time. And, you know, unless something happens before then, that's the next time we'll be talking again. Well, that sucked. I caught the front right as I was passing Schrader, and we ended up coming off. We would have just slid far into the infield, probably lost some spots, no big deal, but Martin was right there. We ran right into him. That blasted him off into the wall, and that's why our caution came out this time. I assume that he's the reason for the caution. Like, his car, not... He wasn't. I'm the reason for it. I did that. And... that was definitely unintentional, but there it was. We'll pit. That sucked.
Get set. The race
All right, here we go again.
There's the green flag. Car low. Clear low. Still there. Car low. Car low.
Whoa.
Still there.
All right.
You're all clear.
Obviously, we have to run up high. Oh boy. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. You guys are doing great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Jeff Gordon followed me. That part sucked. Whoa. Andretti decided to, there you go, buddy.
Still there.
What on earth was he thinking, huh? Whoa. God. He came out a little higher than I anticipated. All right. I suppose Gordon's going to be the one this time that's going to be the fast car that keeps up with us. It's just interesting, like, it was Burton, it was Jarrett, it was Martin, now maybe Gordon. As we pull away from everyone else, hopefully we're able to just pull away from him. Someone's going to appear. Someone's going to get that speed run. Also, I don't know if Martin is down a lap or if he's, you know, back on the lead lap and going to be able to just drive up through everyone. He has a super fast car, so the potential is there that he could just drive through everyone and be right here. Looks like Gordon's not going away, so that's not great. What do we have here? 22 in the tank. I mean, we have at the line. I mean, I know that our next pit stop should be it. Yeah, 22 will definitely put us in range to have it be our last pit stop. Run it out. You get 27 per stop. So in 11 laps, technically, we're within the range to do our last stop. Meaning if another BS caution. I mean, the second one was us, but the first one, or no, I'm sorry, the third one was us. The first two were not. So my point is, if another one comes out that isn't caused by us, I just hope it's in the next, or it's past the next 11 laps, because this track being as long, these laps taking 48, 49 seconds, it's a long race. It's a long race. We're at hour and 16 right now. Of course, I do my best to cut these down to about an hour or less. And that's kind of part of it. That's why we speed it up, especially for parts like this where there's not much action. I like to go for a couple laps. Usually I have someone to talk about. Yeah, Gordon is there, but he's kind of keeping his distance at 3/10. I did slip up a little bit there. He might gain a 10th on us. I should also not let him draft us. The reason why I was doing it before was because we were trying to pull away from the other cars that were way behind. And that's why I was letting them stay in my draft. But I realized at the end that might not have been good for us, because when I'm behind somebody, I can draft way better than if I'm in front of them. Like, I get a way better draft. I don't know if that's the same for them. So as they suck up to my rear end, that could be bad. Looks like we've got some cars that are a lap down or multiple laps down that just pit now. So that's, you know, that's how that's going to go. This is one of those where that last pit I would not have done, but I knew that our final pit stop was going to be kind of a split up of whatever we had left anyway, so it didn't really matter. As long as we had under 54 to go, we could get away with it. We definitely had under 54 to go, so
Stay high. Still there. All clear.
let's see. Kind of hoping that Gordon will get caught up behind some of these cars. Oh, this is crazy. So Kenseth stayed out to stay on the lead lap, but he had to pit. So now we're going to lap him for the second time. Got more cars coming off of pit road. Usually not the best situation overall, simply because
Clear high.
when you get other cars coming off, they're going a lot slower, and that's when cautions come out. At least that's what my experience has been. It'd definitely be okay if that does not happen and we're able to run our stint, go down pit road, do our thing, come off pit road, and come away with a rookie victory. And of course, between here and maybe Daytona, these are the two most likely places for it to happen. Daytona, obviously, in regular simulation, or games, let's be honest. In regular games, a lot of it is just the big wreck happens or whatever. You're drafting the whole time. The big one happens and you're able to get the win if you have a lower rated car. But we're not, we're not a lower rated car anymore. We've got one upgrade left that makes us not, the full top tier car. But as you can tell, we've got the speed. I'm going to go to his outside this time. He did leave the inside open for me, but whatever.
All clear.
Whatever. I got 17 in the tank. We're going to go ahead and speed this bad boy up. We'll see you hopefully, when we're pitting for the last time. All right, so here's the situation. Ward Burton has freaking basically caught us out of nowhere. He's like making up a 10th. Not even. He's making up like 4 or 5 tenths a straightaway on us, and we haven't slowed down. So how he's driving so much faster than us all of a sudden is absolutely obnoxious. It makes no sense at all to me. We gained a 10th back there because I think he got caught up behind his brother. But, I mean, he was flying up on us. We're doing the same thing we did last time. We're coming around one more lap. And then we're pitting. It's, we'll do a better job, hopefully, this time of pitting. That's for sure. But I also don't know when Burton has to pit. Or did he just pit and we didn't know it? No, he didn't, but he definitely got caught up behind someone. We're going to have to do a normal pit stop. Our tires are worn. Everything is worn because we have the wear and tear turned up here, so we can't just do the fun 2 right sides and go. We've got too much race left to go to just come through here and... Oh, yeah, he's caught up now. Wow, that's good. Hopefully he has to pit soon. Anyway, we're going to have to do a regular full-service pit stop is what I'm saying. Actually, what am I doing? Why would I try to pass him when I need to... That would have been the worst timing to do that. So here we go. Oh, now? Really? Yeah, okay, whatever. Now we have no problem. I don't know why we couldn't stop. I mean, we didn't... Whatever. Oh, there he is right there. Awesome. That's great. I'm totally going to block him. What? What? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. He's fine. I did not. He bumped into my back end. I didn't do anything else to him. That's all I'm trying to say. There was no... That's crazy. I also feel like they went in and only got fuel, so how are they... Well, I don't want to spin Gordon out. We'll just beat him the old fat... What the hell just happened? He hit my back end. Well, you know what, though? I've done it, too. I've bumped people and lost it. So... Shame on him for that. The only one I'm taking credit for is I definitely was involved in smashing into Mark Martin. You know, that was my misjudgment going around, what's his name? Kenny Schrader. That was my misjudgment with Ken Schrader. And, I know we came across, ran into the side of Martin, sent him flying onto the infield. That's unfortunate. That was definitely on us, but I'm not taking credit for the Burton thing. That was, he ran into me. Yeah, I'm blocking him, but we're also not even on the track yet. So I'm just in front of him, and we don't get up to speed as fast. And that's how that happened, so. We're going to definitely pass Gordon here in a second. No big deal on him. Get our lead back. 15 to go in the race.
Still there.
Is he going to try to push me down? Because I'll just drive him up the track. None of that. None of that. Oh, this isn't good.
Still there.
We are... Why are we again? We're having some issues with that. Let's get him... I'm going to hopefully grab this draft and then...
Still there.
Oh, wow. Wow. Had I not gone down, he was already making the move like he was going to turn down on me. So I'm going to make the move to turn up on him so we can get around this one. You're not sticking me behind these people either. We've got a race, ladies and gentlemen. We've also got cars pulling onto pit road, pulling off, so, you know, hopefully there's not a caution for any of that. Oh, and right when I say we have a race, we kind of pull away. That was interesting. Yeah, he's back with us. He's back with us. Burton and Martin, both were cars that I felt like they were faster than us. Unlike the last time we ran here, though, I did feel like we could draft and pass them as we had practiced earlier in the race against Burton. So it wasn't like, oh, let's get rid of the only competition we have. I knew that I could definitely do that with Burton, and I believe I could have stayed in Martin's draft. We could have pulled away from everyone, and I would have figured it out later on. But instead, you know what happened. And I won't apologize again because I have about 4 or 5 times now. Not for Burton, though. That's on him. What do we got? Well, not that. We've got 13 left in the race. 12? About 13. 12 at the line. We just got to do what we do. hit our marks, keep pulling away from Gordon, watching to see if anyone else is getting some weird speed bursts. Like Robbie Gordon, he's catching us right now. I just saw it tick down. Is he going to be the next competitor? It's just crazy that the game like, oh, hey, by the way, this car is going to start running 4 or 5 miles an hour faster than you after that didn't happen the entire race.
Yellow's out.
Oh, shoot.
Clear low.
Well, here we go. You know, stack everybody up. That sucks. That sucks because I felt confident we could win this one the way we are. Now I don't know because we're going to have a lot of good cars that are going to be right up there with us. And I don't like that very much.
Pace car's out.
All the cars in front of us that we could catch and pass right now because the pace car comes out and they all slow down are already laps down anyway. So it's not like we're going to be taking position from people. And not much else to say there. I'll let you know who it was that caused the caution, and we'll be back with you after the caution.
Get set. The race is going green.
We got under 10 laps, so we're in a single line to start. And I don't know how this is going to end up. We're getting an oddly good jump right here. But that's not how it's going to end up. I know that. I'm shifting. Here's the run by Gordon. Going to stay in front of him. It's the right thing to do. See, that's what we did to Burton. So when Burton hit us, by the way, Burton's there. He's just down. He must be down laps. Here comes Elliott Sadler. We're doing what anybody at Talladega would do when you're in the lead and you have 2 rows in front of you or behind you. You try to block them both until you can't anymore. Looks like we can. And the difference between this game and other games is when we do this, we might be able to pull away some. But I don't know how it's going to work out in the end. We've got some really fast cars here. Obviously, with Ward Burton, he isn't a lap down. So the accident did not cause him to be a lap down, and here he is vying for the win. The way it should be, I suppose. Honestly, the only one that I feel should have gotten the position, or not the position, but not be a lap down and be fighting for this, though, obviously would be Mark Martin, who's not in the picture here, so we're going to fight, and I'm going to block him this whole way. I'm not about to be... Well, I'm going to try to block him this whole way. He is all over the place trying to get around us. And the thing that I have to remember being outside of the car like this is to just look ahead and not pay attention to his car, or we're going to screw up ourselves. We're going to run a tight line here. This is going to be intense for quite a while. We're also not seemingly pulling away from the cars that are behind him, so that's interesting. Well, I guess we are a little bit. Yeah, I watched him that time. That's why we shot up with him. Now we should do better right here because we'll be much farther on the inside than him. Yeah, we did. That was nice. But that's about the only place we can do that. So 5 laps left in the race. He'll get back up to our rear end, I'm sure. We're just going to have to fight hard to not let him pass us. Look at... He is everywhere. What are we, in Indy right now? This is kind of crazy. This is good. This is the way it should be. I mean, you go a whole race. Not a lot going on. I mean, a few things happen, obviously, but not a lot going on as it goes as far as this part goes. We're going to jump back on the inside. And come back off. Try to give us a little bit of space. Little breathing room there for just a second. Because then, yeah, he just starts pulling back up. Robbie Gordon has entered the chat. He's here. Dale Jarrett is here as well. So, yeah, we're not pulling away from them. Could we be if I just had him in my draft the whole time? Maybe, but, I mean, we're not really doing a lot of that because he's doing a great job of just doing whatever he can all over the track to get in front of us. But as long as I don't mess up, which I'm trying not to do, we should be in a good spot to fight for the win here. We're certainly having to earn it. Robbie Gordon, he is definitely inside the draft. Dale Jarrett right there as well. Just going to hold the inside here. I think that if he and I don't draft, Robbie Gordon's going to be catching and maybe even passing. So I think we're coming to 2 to go. Done the best that we could so far. It's, man, my freaking finger on the controller is just not doing a great job right now. Hold tight on the inside here and see if that's going to work again. Just a little bit of room. Just a little bit of room there. Robbie Gordon might stunt his speed if he gets to his inside there. Nope. Here he is again, right on us. Here we are. Trying to hold with him. Robbie Gordon now on the inside. We're getting the speed, obviously. We're going about 3 miles an hour faster with him right up on us into the corner, so that part's important. And he's not, like, catching and running into us, which is a big deal. Meaning we have the speed to do this. And here we go. I'm going to be quiet for the last lap just to make sure I don't mess up.
Last lap.
I almost messed up huge there. Holy crap, I almost messed up huge. He is doing everything. Look at this. Holy goodness. All right. We should be good. We might be good. We're going to cut to the inside. And we are going to win our first race as a rookie in quite dramatic fashion, holding off the number 22 Caterpillar Rental Mustang of Ward Burton for 5-6 laps. And in the end, we were holding off Burton and Gordon. Jarrett never really made his way completely into it, but that was very stressful at the end. Your top 5 for the race: Tony Savoy, Ward Burton, Robbie Gordon, Dale Jarrett, and Jeff Gordon. With that victory and pretty much some low sponsors, we end up walking away with nearly $500,000, $439,050. Coming in first after a brutal race, Tony Savoy did not dominate the field, but he sure did do what he needed to do at the end so that he could come away with his first ever rookie victory. With that first place finish, that moves us up into 9th place, but we will miss the next race. So we're going to lose 185 points to somebody. Mark Martin, I don't feel as bad for now. He is leading the competition quite handedly by 390 points. With that victory, we will not be at Lowe's Motor Speedway for the next race. Instead, we're going to be traveling to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for us to do what we need to do to finish the Craftsman Truck Series League in general with our second championship in a row against the best competition that we've ever faced. What an exciting race. Couple mishaps as usual, but in the end, we come away with our first ever victory. Huge accomplishment there. I'm quite pleased with it because of how we had to fight at the end. But folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.